Hospitals remember things, not in records, not in files, but in their walls. Some corridors seem colder than others. Some rooms always feel occupied. Some elevators stop on floors nobody pressed. And in the old Shantai Civil Hospital, there's one hallway the night staff still avoids, 3rd floor, East Wing. Because years ago, a patient died there during a fire no one could explain. And ever since then, the hospital switchboard receives calls from room 302. A room that was sealed shut in 2003. August 14, 2011, 1:12 a.m. Rain hammered the windows outside Shantai Civil Hospital. Most of the city had already lost power due to the storm. But the hospital generators kept the emergency lights alive. Barely. Long, dim corridors flickered in pale yellow light. The smell of antiseptic mixed with damp walls and old medicine. Night duty nurse Asha Verma rubbed her tired eyes while updating patient charts at the nurse station. She had worked night shifts for almost 6 years. She believed in exhaustion, in stress, in overworked imaginations. Not ghost stories, at least. Not before that night. At exactly 1:17 a.m., the old hospital landline rang. Once, twice, 3 times. Asha picked it up lazily. Emergency ward. Static answered first. Then, breathing. Slow, wet, painful breathing. Asha frowned.
Hello?
A weak woman's voice whispered.
Please help me.
The line crackled violently. Then the voice said something that made Asha freeze. Room 302 is burning. Asha stared at the receiver. Her stomach tightened. Because East Wing's 3rd floor had been abandoned for years and room 302 didn't officially exist anymore.
Asha tried tracing the internal call through the operator desk. The display showed 302. The old maintenance worker sitting nearby immediately went pale. He quietly muttered,
"Don't answer if it calls again."
Asha demanded an explanation. The old man hesitated before speaking. 8 years earlier, a fire had broken out in East Wing during a thunderstorm. The backup generators failed. Smoke filled several patient rooms. Most people escaped. One woman didn't. A patient named Mira Sethi. By the time firefighters opened room 302, they found her burned alive beside the hospital bed. After the incident, the entire wing was permanently closed, officially due to structural damage. Unofficially, because staff started hearing phones ringing in empty rooms.
The 1:32 a.m. The phone rang again. This time everyone at the station heard it. No one moved. Asha slowly picked up the receiver. The same breathing returned, closer now, and the woman whispered. They locked the door. A metallic banging sound echoed through the call.
Clang, 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 like someone desperately hitting steel from the inside.
Then screaming. Not loud, not human. The lights above the nurse station flickered violently. And somewhere upstairs, a hospital bed wheel suddenly squealed across the floor.
Against everyone's warnings, Asha grabbed a flashlight and went upstairs. The third floor corridor smelled wrong, burned plastic, wet ash, rotting medicine. Most doors were chained shut. Dust covered the floor untouched for years, except for fresh, wet footprints leading deeper into the hallway toward room 302. The flashlight trembled in Asha's hand, then she heard it. A telephone ringing nearby, old-fashioned, sharp, echoing through the darkness. Ring, ring, ring.
The door to room 302 was covered with rusted chains. But one chain now hung broken, swinging slowly, as if someone had just entered.
The phone continued ringing inside. Asha pushed the door open. The room smelled like smoke. Inside stood a burned hospital bed, melted IV stands, black scorch marks crawling across the walls, and an old bedside telephone ringing. Asha slowly picked it up. The line went silent. Then a woman whispered directly into her ear, "You left me here."
The room temperature dropped instantly. And behind Asha, someone began coughing.
Asha turned slowly. A woman stood beside the burned bed, hospital gown, charred skin, blackened hands. One side of her face looked melted.
The next morning, hospital administrators denied everything. They blamed electrical faults, stress, hallucinations. But one security guard secretly showed Asha something terrifying. An old CCTV recording from the abandoned third floor. Timestamp 1:32 a.m. The footage showed the East Wing corridor completely empty. Then suddenly, every patient room door slowly opened by itself at the exact same moment. And at the end of the hallway, someone appeared standing outside room 302. A burned woman holding a telephone receiver, looking directly into the camera. The footage cuts out 3 seconds later. Today, Shanghai Devi Civil Hospital's East Wing remains permanently closed. Most new staff are never told why. But older nurses still follow one rule during night duty. If the hospital phone rings after 1:17 a.m., never answer calls from room 302. Because according to local rumors, the fire never ended. And somewhere in the dark, abandoned hallway, a patient is still waiting for for someone to save her.